Welcome back to the Plus Side of Nashville. My guest is Gary LeBlanc, the founder and CEO of Mercy Chefs. And you go into these disaster areas with your big heart and your chefs, and you cook up all these wonderful, wonderful meals. And you were telling me from the time you began in, was it 2006, until last year, just how big of an increase as far as the meals that you all serve.
Well, it took us 10 years to serve our first million meals. And then it took us 2.5 to serve our second million. Well, in the last year and a half, we've served 8.5 million. And so that puts Mercy Chefs really close to 19 million meals in our history. Just seems like the need continues to increase. And we're getting better at what we do, so we can serve larger and larger number of meals in a day.
So basically, you know, I'm just thinking in terms of what we have in our area. We get the tornadoes here, but there's wildfires out west, you know. There's flooding all over. How many states have you had to cover so far?
Well, in our 15 years, we've worked in 25 states and 9 foreign countries and responded to over 150 disasters.
Oh my goodness! And every place is different, I guess. The people that come to know you are different.
Well, it is. We've never worked 2 disasters that have been the same. Every one is very unique, and you have to do that. I mean, if you're really committed to the people, you have to adjust what you do to fit their needs. And not force them into your pattern. So everyone is different. Everyone is a challenge. Everyone is unique.
Oh, yeah. And then, of course, there's your needs and your staff's needs. I would love to know what a typical day in the life of Mercy Chefs might be like. From start, what time do you get up, and then what time do you go to bed?
Well, our team is phenomenal. I mean, they've slept on floors, they've slept on picnic tables, they've showered with bottles of water. We've also had some very nice facilities that we've been into. But again, we just do whatever it takes to get the job done.
You said even Christmas.
Even Christmas, you know, we were going to take 3 days off and get everybody home for Christmas. I had part of my team come to me and say, yeah, I do have family at home, but the people here in Mayfield are my new family. Can we please stay? Everybody should have a hot meal Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. So Mercy Chefs was able to serve right through. I mean, their hearts are so big. We usually are in the kitchen 7 in the morning, getting ready for lunch. And then we'll run through dinner and start cleaning up, and then they're out of the kitchen by 9 or 10 at night. Just enough time to take a shower, grab a bite themselves, and get some sleep. And then they're back up and they're at it again. Their commitment, their dedication, their love for the people that we're serving is what drives them. And it's the only way. You couldn't do this as a job. It has to be a calling.
Talk about your phenomenal volunteers, and do you need them? You know, how can someone who maybe wants to work with Mercy Chefs and volunteer their time, how many do you currently have?
Well, last year we worked with over 4,000 unique volunteers and logged 23,000 volunteer hours.
Wow.
And that's just what it takes in these circumstances that are larger and larger. And especially now, the attention is off of Western Kentucky. We really still need people to come out and volunteer every day with us. And they can go to the website. There are links on there to sign up to volunteer with us, specific shifts that need to be filled, and all the information that someone would need. And that's gonna, as we commit to Western Kentucky for the next 6 months, we're gonna need the volunteers to commit to us as well.
Absolutely.
Come for a day, come for a week.
Just don't forget about these folks, because that's what happens, you know, when it's in the news for a while and everybody's, you know, wanting to help, and then all of a sudden, 6 months later, and there's no one.
Right.
So what happens when it's time for Mercy Chefs to leave? When do you know, okay, you know, it's been 2 years, it looks like, how do you know when it's time to leave?
Well, 2 years is the exception to that.
Yeah.
We look at the need in the community. We also watch, when are the restaurants reopening? When are the grocery stores open? When is power restored? Because we think it's our job to get a community back to normal. And we know that eating out of a styrofoam box is not normal. We also know if we're giving away 4,000 or 5,000 meals and the restaurants are open, we're not helping the local economy. So we'll watch for those clues to back down and then get out. Something like Western Kentucky. It's very different. There's going to need to be the long-term help for the long-term need. And we're going to be very careful about how we do that, but we're gonna do it.
I know you will. And there's a need for this organization that is so wonderful. All nonprofits need donations. How can someone that may be watching help out Mercy Chefs with donation?
Well, we always say we can't go unless somebody sends us. We are completely reliant on the generosity of individuals around the country. We don't have a parent organization. We're not underwritten by corporate sponsors. It's individuals that believe in what we do that support us, and they're so phenomenal with us. But if somebody does want to find out more, or they do want to get involved, or they do want to support us, they can go to mercychefs.com. All the information and links are on there, secure giving links, or how to find out more. We'll call and talk to you on the phone about what we're doing. We'll let you know how your money is being spent. That's what we want people to know, is they're making an investment through us in communities that find themselves hurting and in need.
You know, we hope that we never need you, but it's really good to know that you're here if we do. Thank you so much for the great work that you do. I'm just so honored to know you and all the great folks at Mercy Chefs. Thank you so much, Gary. And if folks would like to find out more about how to get in touch with you, we'll make sure you can get the information for their website and to help out. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. We really appreciate it. I hope that something that you heard today will make you reach out, help the folks at Mercy Chefs, volunteer, help these communities. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Plus Side of Nashville.